guys. Yeah, I'm back. I'm doing a cafe stream now. I'm doing the cafe au lait stream. So enjoy. We're here in the cafe across the street from Bloor. And just hey Ross, what's going on, Holmes? Ross, what's up, homie? Just in the cafe. We did a whole thing down in Young and Dundas, and it was really good. And now we're like, you know, it's just time to chill before the end of the night, and I can discuss my plans. I can discuss whatever's going on. So my travel plans. Everyone's asking me like when I'm going back to Philippines. So as of right now, I have no idea when I'm going back to Philippines. So I got word back from the Amazon and for the warehouse renovation project, and they're going to be calling in the contractors. The contractor is going to be taking over the building. So I don't know. I might be able to get some time off, but I don't really have anywhere to go. I'm not sure I'm going to Philippines. So I'm just going to stay and work. They say they're going to give us a big pay raise. So I don't know if you guys heard, here in Ontario, the minimum wage now is $50,000. So minimum wage in Ontario now is $50,000. That's about $25 an hour. It's $50,000 is minimum wage. So basically, that's what I make is minimum wage. I make minimum wage, and it's like I don't have to stay at any job because I make minimum wage, right? So technically, I could leave my job, go come back, and get any job. I'm going to make good money, well, not good money, but minimum wage is going to be the same, like $50,000 a year. And I can go out to Philippines or Thailand anytime. So there's no rush for me to go out to Philippines or Thailand or anything like that right now. Plus, I might have to go to the States. I have some other projects that are going on in the States. So I might have to go to California or Texas. I'm not sure yet. And yeah, so I'm still waiting on word on when that's going to happen. But it might be a couple of months before I can go down to the States and see what's up there. And I haven't been to California ever in life. I've never been to California, so I would definitely enjoy it to go to California. So I hope you guys are having a good Saturday night. I don't know what time it is where you guys are. Here in Toronto, it's about 8:30. Missed the other stream. Oh, you missed the other stream. That was a good stream. That was a walking stream on Yonge Street. So we're walking on Yonge Street, Yonge and Dundas. It's a very good stream. People like those type of streams, just walking, going crazy on Yonge Street. Now I'm just at the cafe. I'm just gonna grab a coffee and then I'm heading home. So maybe 30. I said maybe 2 hours, maximum 2 hours. We'll do this stream for 2 hours and then we bounce out of here. Okay. Two hours more and then that'll be it. Gonna check your pizza. Oh, you guys are doing pizza night, eh? Yeah, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying my streams. On the weekend, I usually do my streams on the weekend because during the week I'm so tired. And this week I didn't do any streams, right? Because of the Barry was live this week, man. It was last week that Barry wasn't on his streaming, so I was doing the streams when Barry was on. The Drip King of the Philippines. Yes, Internet Monster is back in the house, man. I'm creating my own lane. Exactly. I'm creating my lane is on the weekend. I do my streams on the weekend. Yo, guys, I Charlie and Jeff have been streaming down in Miami, and I've not been getting the notifications when they're going live. So I don't know what's going on there, because I'd love to see those streams with Charlie and Jeff. So I'm glad you guys came back into my stream. I'm here in Yorkville. And the sun is setting. The sun is setting on this street right now. And I think it's time to shut it down. Creating my own lane, and I'm staying in it. Barry did his thing today. Barry was doing his own. He did like Barry did 3 live streams today, right? He did 3 live streams. I saw him doing 1 live stream in the morning, and he did another stream, and then he did his final stream in the evening. So Barry's making multiple lanes of streaming, and Alfie's finding success in it. So, yeah. I don't know. I hope you guys are having a good time in them. I usually do my streams on the weekend, and I'm glad that I got a lot of support from people doing my streams when I do my live streams. Thank you guys for coming in and supporting. So I know Ron is in Be More Ron is in Thailand, and is anybody else planning to go to Thailand in the coming month or two? It'd be really good to follow along if you guys were going to Thailand. And if you guys go to Thailand, what part of Thailand are you guys going to go to? Remember, I used to do these streams with April Islander girls back in the day. I used to do the stream yards with April Islander girls. Brings back memories, man. But, yeah. All right, maybe you guys. Well, thank you guys still for coming into my stream, even though you guys are relatively quiet. So I guess you guys already heard the news that our friend Ricky Drama is no longer has his main channel, the Ricky Drama Live channel. YouTube shut it down, and there's no real reason. I don't think there's any real rhyme or reason as to why they shut down his channel, because I was watching his channel for a long time, and I never saw anything that was inappropriate. I never saw anything that was, type of exploitative or anything of that nature. His channel seemed to be very above board and very calm. Like, you go to the bar, but he never did anything that would cause his stream or his channel to get shut down. So it's unfortunate, and I hope that YouTube will reconsider the ban on his channel and give him his channel back. Yeah, so right now, I think there's more of a chance of me going to the States than there is of me going to the Philippines. I think there's a higher probability that I'm going to go to Texas or to California in the next couple of months. So that's a higher probability over me going to Philippines anytime soon. Now, would I love to go to Philippines again? Yes, I would love to go back to the Philippines. Would I like to go back to Thailand? Yes, I'd like to go back to Thailand. I'd love to go to those places. But at this time right now, I have to go to Texas or California first, and then once I deal with that, then maybe I'll think about going out to Philippines or to Thailand again. But it depends, right? It depends on my work as well, right? Because it's all about getting time off of work. So if I get time off of work, I can go work. If I get a new job, I can take off. Usually what I do back in the day. So like I always tell you guys, back in the day, what I would do is when I get a new job, I would fly out to Thailand and then come back and get a new job. That was easy. That's what I would do all the time. I would just come and get a new job, But now because I'm the boss, it's hard for me to just do that. It's like almost impossible, man. So it's just a hard ball for me right now. But anyways, let's see what happens. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm not saying that I can't travel. I was gone for 2 months this year. I was gone. So 1 month I was just sitting. I was supposed to go to Dubai. Then I came back and then I went to Philippines. I went to Boracay. So let's see what happens this time. Yeah, I think if so, I learned a lot from my trip out to Manila last month, right? So the thing I think is, I think we make, everybody that goes to Philippines and goes to Manila does it Manila wrong. We're doing Manila wrong. You know, the way to do Manila is not to. Everybody goes to Makati, man, but I don't think that's the way to do it. So I learned my lesson. I like Makati. It's nice. It's upscale. I can always go to Makati, but I think I'm going to base myself next time I'm in Philippines. I'm not going to base myself in Makati. I'm going to base myself in Quezon. I'm going to be in Quezon next time. I'm not going to be in Makati. I will go to Quezon, or I'll go to Bulacan, or I'm going to just go somewhere outside of the bustle of Makati, because I think when you're in Makati, you get taken advantage of a little bit, and I think it's not as good. I think you're not getting a real experience of the Philippines in Makati. It's too sterilized. So I think next time I go to Manila, I will be in Quezon, not in Makati. No, I didn't see it. That's what I'm saying. I've been watching the stream, but the one I saw with Charlie in Miami, he was in a cafe. He was just doing a cafe stream in Miami. Are those guys live right now in Miami? If they're live right now, I'll go and watch them. I haven't watched them, but all I've been hearing is good things about the streaming, that Cabo, Cheap Charlie, and Jeff Leppard having a good old time, and having a good time in Miami. So yeah, I definitely want to see those streams. Hopefully they're streaming tonight. When I get home, I can watch it tonight. When I get home, I can watch it. If they're streaming, it should be okay, because I should be home by 10 o'clock, 10:30, and we can see the streams that those guys are doing. Cowboys Mosh. I've been watching Cowboy Mosh for a while, but the Cowboy Mosh and Jeff Leppard, they kind of went off track, right? They were doing a very like a Thailand-centric streaming, right? Thailand-centric, like traveling to Thailand. And then when the protests happened in Ottawa with the trucker convoy, they kind of went off on a different tangent. So I wasn't paying attention, so maybe that's why YouTube wasn't showing me the stream, because I was not really that interested in the trucker protest. I kind of cared about the mandate, but I wasn't watching the streams. So that's probably why they haven't been showing me the new streams from Miami. Oh yeah, Jeff, eh? He's a smooth one, man. Yeah, I'm glad that Jeff's having a good time, and I mean, I do subscribe to Jeff Leppard, but like I said, I haven't been getting his alerts. Maybe I gotta press the little bell on his channel so that I get the alerts, because I haven't been seeing any of the streams from Jeff, Cheap Charlie, Cowboy Mosh. I have not been seeing any of them, and I've subscribed to all of them except Louis Cabo, because I don't think Louis Cabo has a channel, so I don't subscribe to anything from Louis Cabo. But the other three, I subscribe to all of them: Mosh, Jeff Leppard, and Cheap Charlie. I subscribe to all of them. Yeah. Well, Sean, here's the deal. If I go to Texas, right? If I go to Texas or California and I meet up with Liza, I should be monetized at that point. I'm hoping that I should be monetized at that point, right? And if I'm monetized at that point, you guys can. Well, what my plan is I'm gonna go to Las Vegas. So, like Ricky Drama goes to Las Vegas, I might go to Las Vegas, and yeah, from Texas, we'll go to Las Vegas, or from California, go to Las Vegas, or I'm thinking as well to go to Miami too. So I'll jump from Texas to Miami or jump from Texas to Las Vegas. Yeah, I know Jeff Insta game. Jeff shared his Insta with April Islander girl. He's going to be streaming at 1:30 Miami time. Okay, awesome. I'll be home by that time, so I can watch that stream. 1:30, I will be home in my bed, and I can watch that stream in my bed tonight. For sure, I'll be watching that stream. I can check it out today. I miss Jeff in Thailand, man. Jeff in Thailand is epic. Jeff doing the streams in Thailand is an epic stream. That's what I loved. When he was in Thailand, and I don't know why, and I know why he doesn't want to go to Thailand, but soon the restrictions should be lifted and he'll be able to go to Thailand. Actually, he has to quarantine. He can go to Thailand, but he has to quarantine. So, but I think for the plane ride, you need to be coming back. You need to be back. So, yeah, that might be a problem for him. Yeah, what's going on with boxing today, Ross? What's going on in the boxing match? And I don't know what's going on for the boxing. I met April on Instagram. April Islander girl I met on Instagram. I met Liza on TikTok. I met Nita on Facebook. I met Sasha Tan on TikTok. Sasha Tan I met on TikTok. So, you know, it just depends on which one you're more comfortable with, I guess. But I met Liza on TikTok, but we talk on Instagram, but we're also connected on Facebook. But I met her on TikTok, initially on TikTok. Yeah. But it just depends on what you're comfortable with, man. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. Yeah, I was in Thailand a couple of years ago when, yeah, I think I was there just before Jeff. That's right. I was in Thailand just a couple months before Jeff when he was there, and then he got caught in the whole pandemic thing, remember? When the pandemic was starting and he was in Thailand. I had just left Thailand before pandemic. Yeah, that's the deal. I thought you said you were streaming, Steph. Are you streaming? I don't know if you're streaming tonight. I thought you said you were going to be streaming. And we're waiting to see your stream, Steph. So what's going on? What happened to you? Jeff's main channel is Travel Fun 69. That's Jeff's main channel is Travel Fun 69. You know, if you want, I can put it in the chat. Give me 1 second, and I'll connect up, and I'll put it in the chat. I just got to get my other phone here, and I'll put it in the chat. I'm just going to connect to some internet here. Just give me 1 second. Connect my phone to the internet because I don't have this phone connected to the internet. Hey, MCC. Thumbs up. Thank you, MCC. Guys, if you guys want to meet a nice Filipino, then I would recommend hooking up with MCC channel. She is the nicest person ever. She's a big reason why I jump up in my followers, my subscribers, is because of MCC. She's been really holding my hand and helping me a lot. So if you guys want to get a channel built up, then go follow MCC. She's one of my best friends here on YouTube, and she's really helping me a lot. And I'm really thanking her for that. Yeah. So. So yeah, anyways, guys, MCC channel, there we go. Thank you. Yes, MCC is hardcore, man. Deaf traveler is too tired to drink, so he's still sober. MCC. Sean the Prawn. How am I? MCC, I'm fine. You know, I'm just debating my travel plans. We're just talking about travel, this and that. We're debating whether I should go to Philippines or to the USA. So that's kind of what we've been talking about just recently now. You know? So that's kind of what we've been talking about just recently now. Can we talk about geopolitics and Ukraine and what's going on? Actually, you know what? I was talking about Ukraine today with one of my friends. So here's the situation. This is a very dangerous situation we're in, guys. We are in a very dangerous situation with Ukraine. So here's the situation that we are all in right now. We're in a situation where NATO is not involved in the war between Russia and Ukraine, but NATO countries are supplying the weapons to Ukraine. So now, so it's basically entire Western Europe, United States, and Canada against Russia. What's basically, Ukraine is becoming a proxy war. Okay? So what happens if Russia, which is currently occupying about a third of Ukraine, what if they start to lose? What's Russia going to do? What happens if the war gets close to Russia's borders? You know, that's what we got to be scared about, because that's when Russia will use nukes, right? They're going to use the tactical nukes if they feel threatened. If they feel NATO is involved in the war and cannot be withdrawn from the war, and the Russians are losing, they're going to use tactical nukes. And then NATO says, okay, well, if you use nukes, that's the end for us. We're gonna up the game for you, for Russia. Russia will only use their strategic nuclear weapons if the state is in jeopardy. So when the Russian state is in jeopardy is the only point in the time when Russia will use the strategic nuclear weapons. So it'll shift from a tactical nuclear to the strategic, which are, and you guys know the difference between the tactical nuclear weapons are the nuclear weapons you use on the battlefield, and the strategic nuclear weapons are the weapons that you use to blow up cities, right? They're the city-busting nuclear weapons. So let's see what happens. Let's hopefully things stay calm. Yeah. It's definitely looking like we're closing in on. If you know what, it depends on NATO. It depends on the NATO leadership. How hard are they going to push Russia? Russia's only going to take so much before they're going to explode. And pardon the pun. So let's hope that things stay calm. Let's hope the NATO leaders stay calm and don't push Russia, because pushing Russia to the brink, you're going to force them to use the nukes. And even if they use the small nukes, there's going to be retaliation, and then we're going to go to the big nukes. We're going to go to the city-busting nukes. And even the small nukes are just terrible. So we could end up going to the city-busting nukes. Let's hope so. So let's hopefully things stay calm. But anyways, that's my little take on geopolitics. So let's hope that we stay nice and safe in our home countries. Let's hope that this war ends, because obviously I live in a city that if there's a war between Russia and NATO, my city, Toronto, is definitely a target, because we have 10 million people here, and we are a NATO country, and there's 10 million people living in Toronto area. We are definitely going to get a nuclear bomb coming on top of us if there's a war between Russia and NATO. They're definitely going to nuke Toronto, New York, Los Angeles, all of the big cities. All of the big cities in Europe and all of the North American cities will all get nuked, right? So the only ones that might escape might be Australia, because Australia kind of sneaky. They're not really part of NATO, so maybe they don't get nuked, but maybe Russia nukes them too. So the only country that might escape is Australia, but let's see what happens if there's a nuclear war between NATO and Russia. Hey, MCC. Yeah, nobody wins in it. Yeah, if it's total war between Russia and NATO, nobody's winning that war. Like, That's what the whole thing. NATO keeps escalating it. NATO should not have escalated the war. Like they are the ones that everyone says Russia started the war, but NATO pushed right up to Russia's border, man. Come on, you guys know what you guys did. You guys were totally instigating it. If Russia was not a threat, why are you pushing right up to Russia's border? If you're saying, oh, they were not, oh, this is not about a defense, it's not about attacking Russia, yet you're going right up to Russia's border. It's like, you know, and then you won't allow Russia in. So Russia. So here's the thing: 23 years ago, I think in 1999, Russia asked to be a part of NATO. So 23 years ago, Russia asked to be a part of NATO, and NATO said no. No, Ross, listen. 23 years ago, Vladimir Putin asked NATO if Russia could be a part of not only NATO, he asked if Russia could be a part of the EU. That was 23 years ago. He asked, and they flat out rejected him. They rejected Russia in NATO. So wouldn't that have been perfect? What's stopping? Because you know what the point is that the military-industrial complex, they need an enemy. Russia's a good enemy. They got nukes. They got a big army. They can take on a lot of countries at the same time. They're a good enemy, man. So it is NATO, man. This 100%, this NATO caused this war. 100% NATO caused it, man. And every time they're going to say, no, it's Russia. They're the aggressors. Russia was just saying NATO is coming right up to our border. You know, come on. You got to look at this in the truth. Russia didn't attack Ukraine for nothing. This is a geostrategic political game. This is a big game between NATO and Russia. And this is a big war. Technically, this is a war not between Ukraine and Russia. This is a war between NATO and Russia on a small scale. It hasn't escalated to full war yet, total war. But obviously, it could go to total war, it could go to tactical nuclear war, and it can go to full-out strategic nuclear war. So let's see what happens. Yeah, that's of course. If there's a war between NATO and Russia, they're definitely going to send their nukes to Canada and USA. They're going to wipe out all the big cities here. Of course, they will. Obviously. So let's hope that things calm down and that there's no war between Russia and NATO. Let's hope they kind of cool it down instead of fueling the war, man. NATO just fueling this war, man. Well, yes. If Russia's sending nukes over to Canada and USA, then at that point we're all dying, pretty much, right? Because it's going to be total nuclear war. So. But remember, this is Ross. This was 23 years ago. This was 23 years ago, and Russia was. This is 9 years after the Soviet Union collapsed. So. Wouldn't having Russia in NATO be good? Wouldn't that be awesome if Russia's in NATO? Because then you would have encompassed all of the countries leading up to Russia, and Russia would not have felt threatened by NATO because Russia would have been a member of NATO, right? So, and NATO would have had no enemy. The problem is NATO would have no enemy then. Then there's no reason the entree for NATO. If Russia is a part of NATO, then who's the enemy, right? That's the problem. That's why they didn't want Russia in NATO. Who's the enemy? If Russia's in NATO, who are you gonna fight? There's nobody. But you know, if you keep Russia out of NATO, you always have that big bad enemy that can take on all of you guys at the same time. Russia can fight them all at the same time. I think Philippines is one of the safest countries in the world in nuclear war. I think Philippines might be the one country you want to be in. If Russia and NATO go to nuclear war, Philippines might be one of the best countries to be in, or Antarctica, Argentina, South Africa. All the countries in the southern hemisphere are going to be the good countries to be in. If there's a nuclear war between Russia and NATO, those are the countries that you guys want to be in. Southern hemisphere, maybe Philippines, maybe Singapore might be good. But I think the radioactive fallout, the nuclear winter in the northern hemisphere, we had it. We're done. Yeah, MCC. MCC. Yeah, inflation is bad all around the world. I wonder if Russia would go after Australia. Rich, would Russia go after Australia if there's a nuclear war between NATO and Russia? Would they come after Australia? Because Australia is not in NATO. So would they come after you guys in Australia? That's been my question. No, I've never sampled any candy in Russia or Ukraine. Next time I have some free time, I'll go to Russia. I'll check out the candy in Ukraine and Russia. So Hayden is in the chat. Ross is in the chat. We had Steph in the chat. We got Rich Bang in the chat. Yeah, I'm streaming again because this is my usual stream on Saturday night. I usually do my stream on a Saturday night. I do a stream on. I do the stream on. All right, guys. You guys are so quiet today. Okay, let's take a look here and see. When the Russians say they destroyed weapons stores, I think the Ukrainians will just get smarter in war tactics like in Vietnam. Drones changed the game. Hello, Ty Z. What's going on, Ty Z? Well, let's see what happens. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on what the Russians are planning to do. And let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's hope the war doesn't escalate anymore. Let's hope it calms down. Like, we really want this war to calm down, man. Hello, Sheila. Sheila Labs. It's been a while. Hello, Ty Z. I just want to say hi. Okay, you're going live. Pinas, what's going up, Pinas? Pinas Habit is here. Pinas Habit is here. Hi, Brad. What's the situation with you and this Linda, Liza? What's the situation? Liza's nice. I like Liza. She's a very nice lady. She took good care of me when I was in the Philippines. Liza took good care of me. Her name is Liza, not Linda, but yeah, she took very good care of me, man. Be More said that Thai girls don't like it when his little head can. I'm coming home from a party. Luckily, I'm not driving. That's good, Ty. So you don't drink and drive. Be More Ron needs some stronger back. That's crazy. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming to my stream today, guys. I did 2 streams today. I did a stream earlier on the street, and Russians will go after the simps and raw doggers. Yeah, of course. Hayden, can you drop the links for everybody? Hayden, can you go and get the links for MCC? Can you get the links for Hayden? Can you get the links for who's the other lady in here? Lori Blogs and all these guys that were in here before. And you guys can drop your links if you guys want to. That's all good, drop some links, man. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, Steph, I hope you feel better. I hope you're not feeling too bad, Rob. Too many line you pick. Okay, MCC. So this is MCC's chat. So guys, go check out MCC. She's my friend, and I like MCC. She always takes good care of me. And guys, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I don't have no thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Can you guys give me a thumbs up, please? Give me a thumbs up. Man, I don't get no thumbs up, man. So I got all of these guys, Pinas, shared you out, Brad. Thank you, Pinas. Sir Clay. Yeah, Clay is in the Philippines, right? Clay is in Cebu. No, I never met Mark Thornton in the Philippines. No, I never met Mark Thornton. When I was in the Philippines, I never met Mark Thornton. When I was in the Philippines, I met April Islander Girl, and I met Nita Chow, met Liza Sanchez, the TikTok girl. I met Liza Sanchez. I met a lot of people. I met her barber, Ace Hair Salon in Quezon City. I met I met a lot of people, but I did not meet Mark Thornton. But I know of Mark Thornton. And yeah, if I get back to Philippines again, I will go and check those guys out for sure, man. Fazio, Philippines. Oh, Liza is live right now? Okay. Liza is live. Oh, you're talking about Liza Vlogs. I know Liza Vlogs is live right now. 19 in the house, guys. Thank you for joining my stream today. I know I did 2 separate streams. I did a stream from the streets of Philippines. I did a stream from the streets of Toronto, and I did a stream from here in the cafe today. Geo Labs here. Liza Vlogs uploaded 3 new videos. Honey Co is live. So yeah, thank you guys for all your support, man. You guys always give me support. Russia wants nothing to do with NATO, but despises any country that borders Russia that joins NATO. Putin wants to grow Russia's empire again and using this invasion as a free Russians in Ukraine. Yeah, but at the same time, if I was running Ukraine, right? If I was in charge of Ukraine, SJ, I would have said this is the smartest thing that they should have done before the war started because they knew the war was coming. So let's say they knew in Ukraine the war was coming. So what you do is you say, listen, Ukraine will be a neutral country, and this war never happens. If they put in their constitution, they're going to be a neutral country, just like Sweden and Finland. They're going to be a neutral country. Then Russia has no reason to fear NATO expansion into Ukraine. That would have done a lot to really to put Putin at ease, right? And then they could have talked about whether Ukraine could join the EU. That would have been a better solution than saying, oh, you know what, I think we're going to join, because they know by saying we're going to join NATO, they know that antagonizes the Russians. It not only antagonizes Putin, it antagonizes the Russians, just the regular people in Russia too, right? Because they don't like NATO. So, you're antagonizing all of the Russians by doing that. So, because everyone say, oh, well, they're not sure if the Russians would be for it or what, but the Russians aren't too fond of the West. And when you come right up to their border, they're not going to like it. So obviously, we're going to have a real big shitstorm if this war gets out of hand, Yeah, of course. If you would stream in there in Odessa, of course. So Ukraine should bend over for Russia. No, it's not bending over. Look at Finland and Sweden. Finland and Sweden are not bending over for Russia. They're neutral. They have NATO exercises, but they're not a part of, technically not a part of NATO, right? And they're neutral. So Ukraine could have done the same thing. That's what Ukraine was doing, Ross. That's what they were doing. They were doing exercises with NATO, but they were not a part of NATO. And they could have still declared neutrality, been neutral, and still conducted war games with NATO. That's what they should have done. Like, they should have been like pragmatic. You know, they should have done war games, training, NATO integration they could even do, but they should have stayed neutral. They didn't have to technically join NATO. And this is what caused the war. And like now half their country is rubble. Now their country is rubble, and the longer this war goes on, the better the chance their entire country gets turned into rubble. Now they could have had their entire country been neutral and their country would have been intact, right? Yeah, okay, again, Ty Z, that's a difference of opinion. We're having a difference of opinion on this whole what caused the invasion, right? Everybody has their own reason what caused the Russians to invade. One person will say, well, Putin is a madman. Putin is a lunatic. He's like Hitler. One person will say, well, the Russian people didn't really want to invade Russia. For me, I know that when the Euromaidan happened, what was that? 8 years ago, when the Euromaidan happened, there was news reports that was covered in the mainstream Western news of the Ukrainian nationalists attacking the Russians, right? They were attacking the Russians. They were going after Russian citizens in Ukraine after the Euromaidan. And this was widely covered in the West. But you know what? They don't talk about it now because now we're in a war, proxy war with Russia. But they went after the Russians there. But everybody will have a different reason for why Russia invaded Ukraine. One will say it's Putin's ego. He has an ambition to restore the Russian Empire. Some people will say that the Russians are bloodthirsty. Some people will say that they wanted to protect the Russians inside of Ukraine. Some people will say that no, it was NATO coming up to Russia's border. There's going to be a million reasons for why the war started then. The Russians will say that NATO is an aggressive anti-Russian Rus. The Russians view NATO as an anti-Russian alliance. That's how they see it. Almost 99% of Russians see NATO as an anti-Russian alliance. They're not going to let NATO come up to their borders. Never. I'm telling you guys right now, no matter what. Whether Russia loses this war or not, NATO is not coming any closer to Russia's borders than what's happening right now, because they're going to use nukes, guaranteed, man. That's just how it's going to be. And NATO knew, and the thing is, NATO knew this. NATO knows the Russian nuclear doctrine. The Russian nuclear doctrine is, and it's quite simple, is the Russians will only use nuclear weapons when they feel that the very existence of the Russian state is in danger. And obviously, NATO on Russia's borders is pretty much an existential threat to Russian existence. That's how they will see it. Yeah, the Russian army is not sent. So here's the thing, SJ. The Russians are not sending, they're sending in the conscripts into Ukraine. Because the Russians, maybe the smart Russians, maybe the smart generals know that there might be another war coming, right? There's another war coming, SJ. And the war is not going to be with Ukraine. There's another war coming. That's going to be the war between Russia and NATO. That's the next war that's coming. So that's why you're seeing they're throwing the conscripts into Ukraine. That's why they're throwing the conscripts like cannon fodder into Ukraine. Of course not. This is not, Sean, this is not a war about liberation. This is a war of geopolitical, strategic power and competition. It's a war between NATO and Russia. And all of the countries around the world are picking sides. So right now, India is staying neutral. China is on Russia's side, but technically neutral. And this can easily blow up into World War III. That's what everyone, the fault lines are there, right? The fault lines are already there. The supply chain issues are already there in China because of COVID. This can easily snowball into World War III. And the geopolitical lines are already set. The geopolitical lines have already been set between NATO and Russia, you know, and between, you know, Russia and China, China and USA. Everything is already aligned. Great power competition, strategic competition, the struggle for limited resources and military might. So this is a war that's already in motion that could easily get into World War III. Mm-hmm. Steph, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if NATO didn't want to invade Russia. The Russians don't see it that way. You have to look at it from the Russian perspective. Okay, NATO is not going to invade Russia. They don't have the intention to invade Russia. But what does Russia see? Russia sees it as yet another encroachment of the U.S. onto its borders, right? The U.S. previously had almost the entirety of Russia and China ringed with bases. It's called a policy. The Americans call it a policy of containment. So they ring around China and Russia. So they're ringing around the Pacific and around Europe, China and Russia with bases to contain Russia and China. You think that they don't realize this? China and Russia see that they're being contained by the U.S. And obviously, what is China's reaction to it? Is they're going to break out of it. What's Russia's position? They're going to break out of that containment. So how does Russia break out of the containment of U.S. containment on their borders? Ukraine. How does China break out of the U.S. containment on the Pacific? Taiwan. Not only that, but for China, Taiwan is a more of a cultural thing as well. It's not just a geostrategic point for China. It's also a cultural point for them. But it also gives them a strategic advantage. If they can control Taiwan, it gives them access to the Pacific and a control over the straits. So it gives them the control over the Philippine Straits, the Luzon Straits. It also gives them control over the Taiwan Straits as well, which is what they want. So it gives them free access to the Pacific. So it's a lot of stuff going on here, man. So yeah, man. So NATO didn't start this invasion. It's basically a group of countries that abide by the law and govern the world pertaining to a war and uniting as one in their respective countries is invaded. Yes, they're purportedly a defensive alliance. Yes, NATO is a defensive alliance. Okay, and I don't know how we got into NATO conversation here. I don't know how we ended up talking about NATO and Russia. But listen, if NATO is purely a defensive alliance, what are they doing starting wars in third countries? They've done it at least 4 times where they've started a war against a country that never attacked any one of them. You know, so come on, man. At least 4 times we can count. 4 times that they went after a country that did not directly attack any NATO country. You know, I don't know how we count the Iraq War, but there's Somalia, there's Afghanistan, there's Libya, there's Yugoslavia. You know, so come on, man. Yeah, China. Okay, so here's another thing. So China and Russia are not communist. Okay, Russia is a corporate autocracy. They're a corporate autocracy, or they're just a straight autocracy. China is also a corporate autocracy. They're like old style capitalists, quasi-nationalist. So it's a little bit of Nazism, a little bit of nationalism, a little bit of capitalism. It's called an autocracy, or an oligarchy. They have an autocratic group of people running the country, and the capital is concentrated. The wealth of the country is concentrated in the hands of the autocracy. So that's both Russia and China is the same. They're capitalist. They're like maybe the highest greed of capitalism that you have out there. It's like it's just a straight out greed type of capitalism, China and Russia, where the ones at the top try to consolidate as much of the wealth and power as possible. And the people that hold the wealth are beholden to the state. So both China and Russia are the same, where the people that are accumulating the wealth of the country, they are beholden to the head of state. So they're beholden to G or Z or whatever the Chinese guy's name is, and they're also beholden to Putin. So they're corporate autocracies, both China and Russia. They're not communists, they're corporate autocracies. The United States, in a way, is almost like a corporate autocracy too, but the wealth is spread a little bit more fairly than in China and Russia. In China and Russia, the wealth is highly concentrated, but in the United States, it's a little bit more dispersed. But again, the wealth is very concentrated at the top. And again, the corporate aristocrats, the corporate autocracy in the United States, again, is also beholden to the state. You know, they're beholden, they do the will of the state, especially the corporate, the military industrial complex. Yeah. Did you ever have a deep conversation with a Thai or Filipino women about NATO, Ukraine, and Russia? Just a question. Yes, I did talk with April Islander girl about Russia, because I was in Philippines when Russia invaded Ukraine. And yeah, we would talk about Russia, Ukraine, NATO. We did talk, me and April Islander girl, we did talk a lot about how did this war start? Is it because of NATO? Is it because of Russia? Is it because of Putin? What started the war? We always talked about it when we were at the hotel. We'd be sitting watching the news late at night. We'd be watching CNN and we'd be watching the different news channels and we try to figure it out. Anyways, that's my take on geopolitics for the day. I think you guys have had enough of my geopolitics. So enough geopolitics for one day. That's April Islander girl. Steph, if you want to meet her, then just Google her channel. His channel is April Islander girl. I can put the link in the chat. Just give me a second here, Steph, and I'll get her channel for you. Her channel is April Islander girl. And then I'll just put the link in the channel and you guys can go on. You guys can go on. Well, her channel, she took out all of her channel, the videos on her channel. She took out all the videos on her channel. Anyways, Steph, I'm gonna put her channel in here. You guys can connect with April if you guys want to. If you guys want, just give me a second here. I'm gonna pop her channel in the chat. Jeff's channel? Okay, I'll get you guys Jeff's channel. Give me 1 second. I'll get you guys Jeff's channel. Give me 1 second here. You guys want Jeff? You want his channel is Travel Fund 69. Travel Fund 69. Give me 1 second. I'll get you guys Jeff's channel. So this is Jeff's channel. Is Travel Fun 69. Is Jeff Laporte. So that's Jeff Laporte's channel, Travel Fun 69. So I hope you guys are enjoying my streaming today. If you find a long-term lover, will you keep streaming? Yeah, I guess so. Sure, why not? All right, Steph, I made you a moderator. You want to be a moderator? You got a spanner. All right, so now you have a mod spanner. All right, Steph, you're a mod. Enjoy your moderator privileges now. All right, enjoy. So unban your main channel. Okay, what's your channel? What's your main channel, Steph? Let me go. Give me a second here. I'll unban you. Give me 1 second. I'll unban you. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll unban you. Oh my God. Oh, pro Steph. I didn't know you were banned. I'm gonna unban you, Steph. Just give me 1 second here. I'll unban you. I can't see anything. I'm not seeing anything here about banned accounts here. Jeez, thing is so tight. I think I have to do this at home. I don't think I can do it here. To unban you. I don't think I can unban you from my account here. Oh, you don't think Steph should have you guys don't think Steph should have a spanner? Okay, all right. If you guys don't want him to have a spanner, I'll take it away. Oh man, I thought you wanted to unban his account or something. I don't even know what his account is that is banned. I am trying to locate it, and I'm not seeing his account. Steph Traveler, okay. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second, Steph. I'll see if I can unban you. Who banned you, Steph? Who banned Steph Traveler, man? All right, your main channel is unblocked, Steph. You've been unblocked. I've unblocked your main channel. So you're good to go, okay? You're good to go, Steph. And I have to unblock Brad Pitt too. Brad Pitt was complaining that he was blocked as well. Brad Pitt. So let me unblock Brad Pitt. Let me unblock this guy. Brad Pitt, his channel. Brad Pitt. I'm unblocking Brad Pitt. Let's go into Brad Pitt's channel and unblock Brad Pitt. I'm unblocking Brad Pitt. All the guys that have been blocked, I'm unblocking them all, man. Brad Pitt was unblocked. Agreed. All right. I'm all right. All right, you're unblocked, Steph. So I don't know who blocked you. Who blocked you, Steph? Who was the one that blocked you? Do you know who blocked you? Who blocked you? Yeah, I can see you, Steph Travel. You're unblocked. You're good to go. So, yo, guys, I heard Soy Bacau in Pattaya is really rocking these days. I hear it's really going very well there. So maybe it's time to head out to Tree Town, man, and to Soy Bacau. Yo, guys, what's going on, man? Why are you guys in here? Brad, you're opening yourself up for a world of pain by moderating Steph. No, I thought I deleted him. I will take away. I will take away his banner. Give me a second here. I'm gonna take away his banner. I thought he wanted this. I wanted to expand him. I'll take him off. Give me 1 second here. I'll remove this banner. Give me a second. All right. So okay, I took away hypocritical reject. I took away this banner from Steph. All right, so you guys are good. Let me just give you. I want you guys to see some stuff here. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I'm gonna give you guys another view here. So give me 1 second. So no, you can't see. It's just too thick in here. I want you guys to see outside. It's nice outside. I wanted you guys to see outside, but it's no good. It's facing the front. Yeah, I wanted you guys to see out front, but it's all right. Yeah, man, we got to get back out to Pattaya, man. Got to get back out to Thailand. That's the whole deal is to get back out to Thailand. You know? We'll get out there and we'll do our things. And what the hell? You guys want me to, guys, I don't know what you guys want me to do, man. You guys want me to mod? I'll remod Steph. Give me a second here. I'll remod Steph's secondary account. I'll remod it. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna remod his other account. Yo, guys, stop fighting over the mods. This is so ridiculous, man. All right, I remodded him, man. All right, so what country would I retire in? I think it would be a combination of countries. I don't see myself retiring in any one country, but I could definitely see myself retiring part of the year in Philippines, but not for the full year. Because the problem is if you retire for the full year outside of your home country, especially if you live in a rich country, right? Let's say you live in Europe, or you live in USA, not in USA, but if you live in Europe or Canada where you have a socialized healthcare, if you live outside of your home country for an extended period of time, you lose your healthcare. So it doesn't make sense to live in a third world country just so you can retire cheaply, because then you lose your healthcare, which is multi-billion-dollar healthcare that'll save your life when you're dying, especially when you're older. And you lose it if you stay out of the country for over 6 months. You lose your healthcare, and then you got to wait a year to get it back. So honestly, you don't want to be in that situation, right? So it's better to maybe just do a part of the year in the Philippines and a part of the year in Canada. Do the cold part of the year in Canada, in the Philippines, and the hot part in the Philippines. But I could not see myself living the full year in the Philippines for the full year. No, I don't think so. I don't think that would happen. Well, someone's calling me. Just give me a second here. Yeah, I guess I'll have to. Rich, April never liked that. You know the "Don't Be a Simp" video. April never liked that video, and also Liza didn't like that video either. Liza didn't like it, and April didn't like that video. So me and April were fighting for weeks and weeks about the "Don't Be a Simp" video, and Liza didn't like it either. So because of that fighting, I'm not talking to April. So yeah, I've not been talking to April for weeks because of that whole the "Don't Be a Simp" video. The "Don't Be a Simp" video, which might be my most famous video, which I don't even have on YouTube anymore. It's the "Don't Be a Simp" video. So, you know, don't be a simp. Don't be a simp for the Filipinas. Don't be a simp for the Thailand ladies. I got burned on that video. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why you don't see me with a lot with April and them guys anymore. Well, Sean, I would hope that if I'm going between Philippines and Canada, that I would already have some lady with me. So I would have a lady with me that's either in Philippines or in Canada, just stay there. So when I go to Philippines, I have somebody waiting for me. When I'm in Canada, I have someone waiting for me. Or is she coming back to Canada? My friends are very huge on TikTok, you know. My friends all huge on TikTok. I gotta check out the TikTok. You guys watch TikTok? I'm gonna show you guys some of my friends on TikTok. Here, let's go. Let's do a TikTok. Let's check out the TikTok here. Let's check out the TikTok. Then I'm gonna check out the TikTok here. I want to show you guys TikTok, guys. This is my friend. This is my friend Lynn on TikTok. So that's my friend Lynn on TikTok. So she is my good friend. So you guys can see her on TikTok. I want you guys to see her. So you guys can see her.
I need motivation. Bye-bye. Anja.
So this is my friend on TikTok. All my friends on TikTok. This is my TikTok. When I go to TikTok, you know, I'm on TikTok, you like that. That's why I was filming this. This is a TikTok. You guys like TikTok? You guys can see the TikTok there. You guys like TikTok? Got my TikTok on there, guys. You guys can check my TikTok. It's all good, man. You guys like TikTok, man. You guys love your TikTok, guys. Yeah, TikTok. There's Sasha Tan. You guys like Sasha Tan? Sasha Tan is on my TikTok. She's one of my biggest supporters here. So you can see Sasha Tan, and actually Sasha Tan, she messaged me. So you guys want to see Sasha Tan, that girl you're seeing there, she messaged me today. So you can see here, Sasha Tan. See, she messaged me, yeah. See, she messaged me today. She messaged me, Sasha Tan. She asking me if I'm downtown, and she told me to enjoy my day. She wished she's beside me holding my hand. Wow, that's Sasha Tan. I said, wow, that's incredible. That's Sasha Tan. That's her, Sasha Tan. So she messaged me. Yeah, she messaged me today. It's crazy, man. She messaged me. You guys like the big court case in Virginia? Never heard of it. What's going on in Virginia?
For 2 years, these geese have been feeding on our lawn.
That's Sasha Tan. She messages me a lot. Money over honey. She's met guy. Money over honey. So Sasha Tan messaged me a lot. You know, I don't know why she messaged me, but she messaged me a lot. See, she messages me a lot. She messages me a lot. I message her, and then she messaged me. She goes like, she messaged me. We talk about TikTok. She asked me about TikTok. You know, it's nothing really super sensitive in there. I sent her a picture of me today. I sent her a picture. That's me. I sent her a picture of myself. And she messaged me a lot. See, she messages me a lot. But I don't know what she wants. But she's definitely the superstar of TikTok, man. Oh, is with Ricky Drama? Is Ricky Drama? Is he okay? Is he going to jail, Ricky Drama, or what's going on with Ricky Drama? You guys see my TikTok here. My TikTok is ridiculous, eh? But you guys gotta go check out Liza's TikTok. Let's check out Liza's TikTok. This is one more Sasha Tan. One more Sasha Tan, and then I'll
Pero isa lang masasabi ko, totoo nararamdaman ko sa'yo. Maniwala ka. Pero tsaka na to ha, alam ko wala
See, she messaged me all the time, Sasha Tan. She always messages me and she's saying stuff to me, but so.
Babe, hayop ako. Nanisip ko yung hayop. Siguro chicken.
Nah, Filipina is my preference. I prefer Filipina over Thai. Filipinas over Thai, obviously, because Thai ladies are kind of got ulterior motives. Filipina have more of a pure heart. I think Filipinas have more of a pure heart, man. All right, I'll take a look into Steph getting a mod. But this is my friend Sasha Tan, guys. I know Sasha Tan from TikTok. She's my friend on TikTok for a long time. And she just started messaging me. No reason, she messaged me. So she messaged me on TikTok. Can you show us eating a french fries and a burger? TikTok is for kids. All the people on my TikTok are like 40 years old and plus. Everybody on my TikTok is 40 years old, man. There's no kids on my TikTok. It's my TikTok all 40-year-old and a plus.
Maasahan ko ba ang boto mo sa darating na eleksyon?
Opo, ate. Huwag kang mag-alala.
Oh my God, this is our... Malapit nang matapos ang eleksyon. Sana...
It's my TikTok. Yeah, Susie 10. Put Boss Life 340 in TikTok. Okay, give me 1 second. Boss 340. So give me 1 second. I'll put it in. Boss Life, man. TikTok. Getting the boss, getting Barry the boss guy. Boss Life. I like this girl. That girl with the white hat. I love that girl. Oh my god. That girl. Who is that girl with the white hat, guy? I love that girl. The white hat. Brazilian, eh? Shit, man. I like that girl, guys. Brazil. Brazil. Anyway, let me check Liza Sanchez so you guys can check Liza Sanchez. Give me 1 second here. I want you guys to see Liza. I have to check Liza, guys. Give me 1 second here. So there's my other friend, Liza Sanchez. Liza Sanchez 3, that's my Liza on TikTok. You guys can see her right there, Liza Sanchez. Those hips, you can see those fabulous hips of hers. That's what she's known for. Yeah, the hips of Liza. She lost a little weight, so she's gotten a little bit slim. She used to be really thick on her hips, but now she lost a lot of weight. She's getting really skinny. But now her hips are all gone. Anyways, guys. I'll turn the camera. You guys are getting bored here with my thing. I'll turn the camera around to my face. Anyways, guys, I think it's time for me to. You guys have been really good to me, guys, today, man. Yeah, that white hat girl Brazilian is, wow, she's a dime piece. Just like you say, she's a dime piece, man. She's a dime piece. So you guys got to see my TikTok today. Thanks you guys for subscribing to my channel. Anyone that hasn't subscribed to my channel, thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. You know, check me out. Thank you very much for subscribing. And thank you for liking. Thank you for liking the video, guys. I think I'm gonna head home now. Another 10 minutes. I'm heading home. I did stream for over an hour and 30 minutes. So I think that's enough for today. And whoever's streaming, you said Jeff is streaming later tonight, right? Jeff is streaming later tonight. Yeah, Sean, you have a question? Go ahead. Go ahead with your question, Sean. What's your question? I'm gonna shut down the stream in another 10 minutes, guys. I'm gonna head home. So yeah, I've had enough for today. That's enough streaming for one day. Yeah, and plus my phone is dying too. My phone is dying as well. Oh my god, my phone is dying. Shit. Guys, do you want a forever lady, Brad? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? I have one. I have Liza. I'm fine. Life playing. Are you too real for reality? Playing. I'm fine. Playing. Are you doing any streaming today, Playing? Playing. Are you gonna stream today? Am I too real for? I think so, Chocolate Rain. I'm too real, man. I keep it too real, man. I am too real. 100%. Don't forget to like. Playing. Don't forget to like. I've already played the field, Sean. I'm an old man. I'm almost 50 years old. I've already played the field, man. There's no more for me to play. I'm an old man. I'm about to, nothing left for me to do. Hello, Reginald Del Johnson. What's going on? Life playing. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Life Clang, I make you a moderator. You can drop your you can drop your link. Life Clang is a moderator. Life Clang is a moderator. Yeah, no problem. You can drop your link to Life Clang if you want to see if anybody wants to subscribe. Yo, guys, by the way, all of the Filipinas in my chat are gorgeous. All the Filipinas in my chat are gorgeous. Like, they are gorgeous. So you should be following all the Filipinas that come in my chat. You guys should be following. If you guys like Filipinas, you guys got to follow these girls. Guy, I just showed you the girl that's messaging me on TikTok. I just showed you the girl that's messaging me on TikTok. So you know, all the girls in my chat, the Filipinas, they're very beautiful. You guys should talk to them. This girl here messaged me on TikTok, and you know, they're all gorgeous ladies, and they're very nice, very sweet. You know. So if you, hello Rosemary. Oh my God, look at all the Filipinos that are coming into my chat. Rosemary, drop your link if I didn't already mod you. Rosemary is in the chat, guys. Rosemary, I'm gonna mod you, Rosemary. So just give me a second here. I'm gonna mod you. Okay, your mod. You guys can drop your link. Any of you guys should follow all the Filipinas in my chat. You guys need to follow them. Why? Because they're gorgeous. Because they're nice. They have a good heart, and they will not take your money. None of the Filipinas in my chat will take your money. Okay, they're good Filipinas. No, they're not bad Filipinas. They're the good ones. Okay. Yeah, I got so many, and you know that they're real Filipinas. When I mod the Filipinas, they have the blue jacket, so that means that they're legit. Like they have been on cam or they've been in the live stream, so I know that they're real women. They're not fake, and you guys can follow them and follow their live stream. So anybody that I blue jacket, the Filipinas, you guys can follow their channel. You guys can meet up with them, talk to them. You guys can do whatever you want. These are all real, legit, beautiful Filipinas. If you guys want to go to Philippines and you need a friend, they will be your friend, okay? Because they offer friendship to me as well. If I go to Philippines, I can meet up with any of these ladies here if I wanted to. You know, they're really nice ladies, okay? Oh, Rosemary, didn't I mod you? I thought I modded you, Rosemary. Rosemary, aren't you modded? I thought I made you a moderator, Rosemary. Rosemary and Kling, I made you guys moderator. Rosemary, are you a moderator? I thought I made you a moderator, Rosemary. Life Kling, I thought I made Life Kling. Life Clang, MCC Life Clang is also mega love shout out. Life Clang, mega love shout out. Yes, MCC. Mega love shout out. Mega love shout out. Life Clang, MCC channel. She coming with a different MCC. Wait. MCC. Let me give you a mod on your new video. Mega love shout out, MCC. Life playing, MCC. Thumbs up again. Thank you. MCC, mega love shout out. Brad, don't you spend 3 months in the Philippines dating many? Yeah, of course. I like Philippines better than Thailand. I like Philippines better than Thailand. I mean, I've done both, and I can tell you that Filipino girls are better than the Thailand ladies. Mega love shout out to you guys. Yeah, the Filipinos are showing up with great love, guys. They do show up with great love, the Filipinos, guys. We love the Filipinos, guys. Anyways, guys, it's time for me to. It's gonna be another. I'm leaving here in another few minutes, guys. So. Yeah, I think so. I would like to go to Cebu. I think I'm gonna go to Cebu on my next. When I go to the Philippines again, I'll probably go to Cebu. I will probably go to Cebu. Yeah, I will go to Cebu. All right, it's time for me to go, guys. All right, guys, thank you guys for joining my stream. Live Clang, MCC, are you guys going live? MCC and Clang, are you guys going live tonight? Rosemary, are you going live tonight? Rosemary, Clang, MCC, are you guys going live tonight? Because I'm going home and I'll be home in another hour. Are you guys going to be going live? And I'm going to come into your channels later tonight when I get home. Stay healthy. All right, Capio. Take care, Capio. I didn't know that was Capio. Take care, Capio. Enjoy your night. MCC or Live Playing, are you guys going? Are you guys going live tonight? I'll come into your streams tonight. And if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Of course, subscribe to my channel. Like my videos. Go watch some of my videos. Guys, go watch some of my videos, please. And check out my videos because I got to my chat. Just go check them out. And thank you. Help me out a little bit. All right, almost time for me to head out. All right, so MCC, I'll see you. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining in my stream. We'll do it again next week. Thanks again for joining my stream. Toronto Brad signing out. Thank you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining. We'll do it again next week, same time. Take care, guys. Signing out.